with my episodes of doing with my episodes of intimacy and sex and marriage. So today we're gonna do a more different thing, uh, and that is we are gonna divert into a more, perhaps a more totally more different thing as compared to what we've been doing the previous times. So this is mainly because I've been tending to ask based on what I think Mweni and maybe Bol Bescott were being interviewed on about invitation of the young or Ohangla artists in the events of one and only Prince Indah. Uh, the the response that she gave, it was not their responsibility to invite the Ohangla artists. Uh, this has raised a lot of more like questions onto many people, and they are like, why is it that if someone has risen up, why does he tend to forget, or does she tend to forget about his past? You see, okay, those that are concerned are asking why, but then we don't know what plan the owner of the event had uh, to end up not inviting his uncle and maybe his one-time producer Wood Phoebe. I don't know. I can't really give a more detail on that because perhaps perhaps he had his own reasons, and so I'll dive straight into things that contribute to maybe artists not being working together for the longest period of time. At some point they start working together, and then uh, one of them, if they're in a crew of 3 or 4, one of them drip off, or two of them they separate or something of the sort. But then there are those that have been doing massive work. You take for example the likes of Oga Obina, the likes of Eric Omondi, the likes of Three Men Army, the likes of Abel Mutua and Joroge, the likes of Crazy Kenna. You see, those people are really doing massive work because in most of their episodes, in most of their creation, content creation, they tend to involve the young and upcoming artists. You see, the likes of Mr. Billy Billy. These people are in terms of content creation, that is acting and comedy, they really do a lot of a good job. They involve those young artists that are coming, you see. So you find that if an artist was in the crew, and then maybe one thing or one or two reasons happen, you find that uh, some of them leave, yes, but they come back. Uh, some leave due to maybe one or two reasons, and that is perhaps the reasons that I've tried to uh, analyze, or in my findings, I realized that most or 90% of the artists that drip off, or uh, tend to most of the artists that go a wrong way, or how could I describe it? Okay, you find that most artists that drip off from the field of artist, artistic creation, they have one or two reasons, and these one or two reasons is perhaps them is uncontrollable, and so you realize that one of the major reasons, according to my finding, is maybe drug abuse or maybe addiction to drugs. I'll give you a perfect example. You see, like Stupid Boy. Stupid Boy was is a very good artist actually. He's very very good. He's a very good artist. But then you find that he himself he agreed. He came to the fact that he's a drug addict, and so that is the major reason that even made him what like slide from the artistic creation, that is the music industry. So this misuse of drugs at some point it's uncontrollable, because once the body starts consuming the drug, at some point it will be very difficult for the body to resist or for the body to work without the effect of drug. And so not only Stupid Boy alone, but of course he talked with Obina. He talked Obina like tried to like help him by taking him to rehab, because first of all he accepted his condition, and again he just requested that as long as he is there, he should be given a chance to do his music, to exercise his talent. Of course, that's a good thing. You see, another perfect example is sometimes back I saw on the internet. I don't know, but I saw like OJ, the former actor of Taidi High, with the likes of Abel Mutua. OJ was posted somewhere, like in a pub or in a club, holding a mug for like taking alcohol or whatever it was. But then the caption is what made me wonder. Like the caption was like, OJ is really struggling with his life, and currently he's even struggling to pay for the alcohol. I was like, what? You see, so you find that most of the public figures, when they go down, their fans tend to worry, like what really happened, what really led to the fact that now they've really gone down. You see, and it's not only OJ. Last year there was this a very good news anchor who was really good at her talent, whereby he was being interviewed somewhere in Kibera. He was being interviewed as to the reason as to why her life is in that condition, her life is in that situation. And he said it started with a small amount of addiction of drugs here and there, but now it has ended into a worse scenario. And so this forced even the husband to like, because they had a baby together, they had a kid together, so it forced the husband to go and pick up his child away from the mom. So you find that most scenarios, it's always due to drugs. I don't know like what is really going on with the drugs, but most artists, they go down due to drugs. I mean, I'll give you like, okay, there are those who use it, but they're still doing what they do or what they are best in. Actually, and don't get me wrong, I'm not here to criticize anyone or any artist, or kindly don't get me wrong. I'm here to discuss about what really happens when very talented artists, they go down just because of things that they can control, just because of things that they can do away with, you see. And so in the real sense, in the other factor that in the other sense, you find that if somebody was to help maybe this young artist or this talent, now he looks at the fact that this drug thing is not really doing well with him. What if I bring him on board? Will he cooperate, or will he like continue with the talent? You see, so like when you start uh, taking one by one artists, those artists that perhaps some in the maybe in the year 2012, I believe most of them you don't even hear them, like from maybe 2010, 2012, 2013. Some of them are nowhere to be seen. Reason being, uh, one or two things or one or two factors. Maybe he got scholarship and now he's up country or outside the country, or maybe he's just living a normal life away from the public figure, not away from being a public figure. So maybe he's just living a normal life, and so you find that all these factors, someone decides to go like underground or to go dark, or maybe he's got a scholarship and now he's somewhere outside the country, and so the talent kidogo it has punguad or it has reduced, and so you find that maybe some of them are going through struggles in life, like the issue of being bankrupt, or maybe uh, being locked out of their house, or maybe the mortgage, or you see, so these things, like, what's the best way we can do, like we can help these young artists? Because to me, I believe there are so many good artists outside there that they used to sing, they used to act, they used to do comedy shows, they used to like do a lot of content creation, and now they are just nowhere to be seen. They are just like, they've just kept their life private. Reason being, perhaps it's among the three reasons that I've just said. Reason being, they've decided to go down, or maybe they've gotten a scholarship and now they are outside the country doing their own businesses, living their own private life, or maybe the third reason is, or maybe due to drug influence or effects on their health, they've decided to like lay low, and they don't want to disturb anyone, just live their life, because they feel no one cares, no one cares about them, no one cares about what they do, no one cares about their businesses, and so they decide to like stay silent. And yet, out of that being silent, they go through a lot of depressions. They like end up being in a lot of depression. Like I'll use for example, there is this photo that was trending in, like, I think 3 days ago, of KRG the Don selling charcoal. You see, his fans were thinking that this person has really gone to this level of selling charcoal, a millionaire who even did collab with Conscience when he was in the country. How comes he has gone to this level of, you see, maybe it's depression that has taken him there. And so, I think a day ago, KRG met Kasipul, and Kasipul he frankly asked him, like, people say you've gone bankrupt and now you're back to selling charcoal. What's your response to that? And this guy said, like, is charcoal a bad thing to sell? Is charcoal something that is not allowed to be sold in this country? You see, so like people's expectations, your fans, these are your fans, they need you to be still up there because they know that art pays. That is number one thing. Art pays. Whatever thing you do, it pays. Trust me, it pays. And most of the time, at one point, you had Right Honorable President William Ruto. He was saying, like, you see, these two young men, those two young men that you are seeing there, those two men, they are really earning more than I do. A reason being, he was just telling people, he was just trying to reach out to people, telling them that, you see, if you use your talent well and you put it on the internet for people to consume, definitely it will earn you something in return. And so you should actually utilize the talents that you have. You see, and most of the time he like kind of advises people like, you know what, internet has this, internet, there are so many jobs on the internet. It's not like you go click the internet and then you get the job, or maybe you apply a job in the internet. He's just referring to like your talent is what will make you earn a good amount of money in the internet. The bottom line is internet pays. Despite all other factors concerned, internet really pays. It depends on how you use it, or what you do in it, and perhaps the do's and don'ts of the internet will allow you to get paid. And so you find that we are in a digital world whereby content creators are so many, but then you find that a lot of them, or many of them, they start content, but at the end of the day they give up. Along the way they give up. And I can tell you like most of the young artists that like have made it there. You see like Calligraph Jones, he started way back ago. He started like he once wanted to be a bouncer, and that was his dream, to be a bouncer. But where is he now? Is the East African best rapper. You see, you see someone like Bien. Bien is an East African best musician of all the time. You see like King Kaka. King Kaka is doing massive work. You see like the Wakadinali, the likes of Munga, the likes of Ska, the likes of Shisida. Those people are really doing a massive job. You see like the Three Men Army. They started like when TikTok was just introduced in Kenya. That's how they started, when TikTok was not that wide in this country. And so till to date they've made steps, they've gone far. You see, now they are radio presenters, and they also do day-to-day podcasts, the 97 podcast. And so it's just a whole lot of like putting more on your talent. You see like the likes of Obina. Obina started doing his interview in the house. I think it was in his house. And today where is he? He has his own studio, he has his own apartment where he invites people, he lifts up the young artists that are still struggling, or maybe that got lost or got swept away with the fact that now with their talent he is helping them. He's helping them like regain their feet. And I'll give you a perfect example, like Demo Facebook and Katelo. You see, not even Katelo and Demo Facebook. I mean, there are so many. Steve Simple Boy. You see, those people, they really, you see, like it's kind of when you find your bearing, when you realize that this is where my talent is. I believe there is that one person who will just come and hold your hand. Trust me, there will be that one person who will be like there to hold your hand. You see, like Obina, not Obina, Abel Mutua and Njoro, those are very good actors. You see, they keep on like holding one another's hand. The other time, I think you saw Njoro did a show with Ugandan lady. Because he is going even outside the border, like just to make sure that he reaches the limit. He brings like the artists together, and so I think young artists that are outside there should never have a reason as to why maybe they've gone down, or maybe to blame other artists of not maybe helping them. I do think that if you reach out to an artist who has made it, like you can take examples, Eric Omondi, he helped Will Paul regain his feet, like he was doing adverts here and there, going around the country with Will Paul, even going around the borders of this country, Kenya, I mean Uganda and Tanzania, doing like just doing adverts for Willie Paul. He has really helped him like regain his feet, and so you saw Willie Paul ended up doing what? Doing a collab with Bahati, whereby he like used like 5 million to do a music of that song that got very many views on YouTube. They did two songs with Bahati, so if I remember the name, definitely I'll tell you. But then it shouldn't be a reason. The many artists that are outside there who are struggling maybe to come back to their feet, they shouldn't even be like having a reason of not reaching out to those artists that are up there, because I believe they still have the contact. It's the same business. You know, if you're a business person and maybe you are focusing on retail business or maybe wholesale business, definitely you'll have contacts of those perhaps who are supplying you, or of those who are doing the same business as you do, or those that have just started the same business that you are doing. So as a business person, when you are stuck, you will definitely reach out to that person who maybe graduated from a wholesale to maybe a retail, or maybe a retail to a mall, and so you'll get help at the end of the day. So it should never ever be a reason as to why artists they feel like that person has got his own life. You see, so many people outside there, I can say like every other person on a daily basis, they look for something. They are always there to grind more and more and more, to go deeper. They are always there to reach the skies. But then, if you come to them for help, if they're in a position to help, they will help you. You see, the likes of Akina Bitikialo, the likes of Akina Sandra Dache, the likes of, like, they're still there. The Ulawalu estates, Makoha, you see, these people, they're still there. They have the content. They have despite or irrespective of where your talent is going to be based on, any of them, definitely they'll help. And so at that point, and if you find my contest interesting, or if you find my contest important, kindly do the button. Don't forget to share as well. And if you feel like there is a place or there is somewhere that we need to rectify, me and my crew, we are here, we are ready. We'll get back into whatever I want us to do or to improve on, and definitely we'll improve on it. Thank you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned as we prepare for our next